Hello, everybody, and welcome to Coffee with Chloe in the morning. So I'm going to be trying something new, I guess the rest of this week and moving forward. I'm going to be trying to go live every morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern. So I'm Chloe, founder of the Marma Foundation. I typically spend some time Monday to Friday going through some near blockchain applications, kind of showcasing how I leverage Web3 tech for social good. So we start off with a near wallet. We can kind of see now I have to connect my ledger if I want to actually use anything on this wallet. So if I want to send tokens, or if I want to stake tokens, I have to sign manually with my hardware wallet. The price of Near today is around $13, $12.83. I've got about 7 Near in my account, but I do need to send those tokens to Chloe.Near. Oops. It's 6.5 tokens, right? We chose the Near, and we are going to be sending them to Chloe.Near. And that's because we actually had a proposal last night on the DAO. If you look at all proposals, we passed one to send 6.5 Near to marmaj.near to create a new marmaj Galleries store. And then I'm actually going to also add a comment just saying store was created under Chloe.Near because of ledger data size issues. Store will be transferred to DAO once settings are in place. So I'll show this later on, or I'll show us right now, actually. It's pretty simple. But for the mint-based gallery, we have all these settings, like for example, a profile image, a banner image across the back. There's also adding minters and setting the royalties and split. So we set almost everything, the minters and all of that. We need to get our banner and icon done later on today. We are then I'm going to set up the splits actually during this video. Oops, I forgot to sign the transfer. And so it props up through. See, yeah, failed to sign with ledger device. Retry. So I do this quite often. I'll click the button on the UI, but I'll forget to click it on my actual hardware wallet. This is a security benefit, so that if someone else tries to sign something and I'm not there, they still can't sign on my wallet. I actually need to be here physically to sign something. Okay, so we just got rid of some Near tokens. You can see our balance dropped. We have some marmaj tokens, some Mikasa tokens, some Pixel tokens, and some other tokens in the wallet. There's also Near blocks. Very exciting platform, in my opinion. It seems like it's not loading at the moment. Okay, here we go. What I'm really excited for is currently, yes, seeing latest transactions here is pretty cool. But I'm looking for this with the tokens. I want to be able to view token transfers of a certain type, so of the marmaj token, and hopefully, since a minute ago, I would want to see how all the marmaj tokens are transferring across the ecosystem, what contracts are being used most, like is it ref or is it others, but yeah. And so today we have a bit of a hard stop at 8 because Bianca, my fiance, starts work at 8. So we had some proposals go through, but not many proposals today, which is great. We have a friend who's added as a store on the Mint-based store, which was super cool. So we're going to be having a guide written soon about how people can just request from the community how to be added to the Let's BB Creative store. It's kind of our experimental store, experimental NFT minting contract for the marmaj community. So we have Pixel Pets here, a Dapps created by the Pixel Dapps team. I play this relatively every day, so again, I'm not going to go every day and explain how the game works again. We actually have Ernest, who's going to be contributing to the marmaj community very soon, hopefully, taking some of these videos and creating weekly highlight reels. So the idea here is that I'm going to go through playing these dApps on a daily basis. Again, Monday to Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. Eastern. Again, I might get off a minute or two earlier just because Bianca does have to come in here and get her work done and start working. But I think it's a great way to have some sort of schedule set. The community can start relying on that, and they can start asking questions. Generally, I don't have a second screen. I use my phone sometimes to read comments, but generally I haven't been looking at comments when I've been streaming. It's been very like a sterile stream, and I'll check comments later and kind of answer the questions to those comments in the next videos. But I am planning on hopefully opening up the live streams a bit more, maybe answering questions right away so people can come in, kind of schedule a part of their day to come watch the live stream. So we play some pixel pets. Very excited for a new pet to be released soon. So the marmaj, I guess DAO is partnering with Pixel Dapps, or the marmaj Foundation is partnering with the Pixel Dapps team to come up with a new pet, actually themed off of Mika. So if you saw in the wallet, we have the Mikasa token, and you can see a little icon of a dog here. That is the same branding or theme that the Pixel pet will be created on. So I have a few extra eggs that I've purchased, some rare eggs, and I have a common egg from refilling my fight points. So if you play this game, you kind of pay 0.25 near, you get 100 fight points to keep battling. See, my fight balance is now 21. When you fight, you spend 1 fight point. When you run out of points, you need to refill. You pay 0.25 near, you refill your fight points, and you also get an egg. So you can see here I have 5 eggs, 4 rare, 1 common. And so you kind of just fight through. It's the same every day. But the idea is I'm constantly trying to increase my rank so I can go higher on the main leaderboard and earn more pixel tokens every week. I'm trying to level up my pets so that I can get the max level currently is 100. So Amaphila is level 98. I have 2 pets here, Machirion and Krathal, who are already level 100. And then I have some other pets like Nox, level 64. I do want to level up my Nox. So sometimes, for example, I'll pull out one of these so that I can level up my Nox. But as you can see, my main team, I can get multiple wins in a row, which increases my leaderboard rank, my global rank. It also increases my win-loss percentage. So the person with the highest win-loss percentage gets rewarded at the end of the week. Same with the leaderboard. So here you can see the leaderboard. I'm currently 4th, marmaj.near. And then for the Clash ladder, the ratio, we're currently 11th. So I think top 30 from the Clash, weekly Clash, and then top 30 maybe from the global ladder are able to earn some pixel tokens from the game. So we honestly just keep playing. Now I'll add the Nox in, try and level up that character. And after Pixel Pets, I usually kind of switch quite seamlessly over to Crypto Heroes. So I'll show that quickly. And then I'll kind of get into the DeFi stuff. So every day when I kind of come live, I start off by showing off the wallet and a new block explorer coming in. It's more Ethereum based, called Near Blocks, more Etherscan, like. And then I kind of look at the DAO, any new proposals there. Today there haven't really been any new proposals. We had some recently passed for creating a new store for marmaj guides, adding people to the community. We sent a lot of marmaj out over the past 24 hours for short stories. So here's 1 short story, 2 short stories, Penmanship Guild funding, another short story, another short story, and some failed proposals as well. So then we kind of come into Pixel Pets, start leveling up our pets and ensuring we can kind of move up the ranks, hopefully. As you can see though, once my top team starts dying, I quickly start losing like a pet each match, gets injured, and eventually they'll get wiped. So my weakest pet will end up dying right away, quite quickly, and then it's going to be really hard for me to keep winning, but my stronger pets can still, do it sometimes. But then again, I need another pet, so now I bring in another weaker pet, right? And so now it's going to be even harder to win. And so you can see how, having 4, 5, 6 level 100 pets would allow you to have a higher global rank because you're able to win more often. And the opponents you face are randomized. They don't get injured. So you're always at a disadvantage to your opponent because your opponent can fight infinite times. Like, I'll probably lose this one. We'll see though. Maybe I can, maybe I can squeeze it out. Oh, yes! That was a good one. So you can see there's also like people can miss their attacks, you can critical hit, you can dodge or whatever. And so the stats of the pets actually play greatly into how the match will turn out. But also RNG, random number generation, is probably one of the biggest, like, we could win, we could lose, you don't know. And that's kind of, what a close one. And that's what keeps things really fun. So I probably won't play again, because whatever I play with again will probably lose. So say I went with these two are my strongest pets I have here, or highest level ones. First of all, I'd probably lose. Okay, so the idea that why I don't usually play this team or weaker teams is because on the leaderboard, the last team that you use is who everyone else faces. So obviously I want to try and leave my stronger team so that other people have a higher chance of losing. Secondly though, I just don't, losing just going to lower my rank. So my rank is 8871 right now. If I play this match, I'll probably lose. I could win though, and that's awesome. But if I do lose, I lose my rank and it's not much of a benefit. But let's see what happens. We could win, and then it's 100% worth it. Okay, so we got to win out. And so it shows how it would have been worth it to play. We went up 3 rank points. But watch, as I keep playing, we started off at 8871. When we lose, no matter what happens, we're probably going to lower our rank below 8871. And so the idea here is if you're going for the highest global ladder, you kind of only want to play with your strongest team, and you want to make sure you can win pretty much if you're going to play. So yeah, we lost. Our rank is going to drop well below 8871, and my pets are injured. So it kind of shows you that statistically, it didn't actually make sense to play with extra matches. Now, when someone tries to play me, they'll actually face a weaker team, so they're going to have a higher chance of beating me, and my rank end up dropping. So the best course of action, if you just want to go for your rank, is only to play with your strongest team. Whenever one of them gets injured, just come back in 4 hours and play again. But that's no fun. You can't level up that way. So now we have crypto heroes. I won't go into too much about crypto heroes today. I might do some forging, simply because I have the extra pieces. Let's see. I might do some forging mainly because I don't want my inventory to fill up, and I think it's really cool to show it off from time to time. The fact that you can take one NFT of one type, take a different NFT of a different type, you can forge these items together, and then you can get a different NFT created from them. I think it's a pretty cool feature. And in my opinion, it shows the strength of the Near blockchain and what's possible for games. I've been talking to one of the devs supporting the Dapps project, and we've been kind of discussing about how they're moving to Rust probably as a team instead of building on assembly script, and how there's been a lot of issues actually with trying to build on assembly script. But what's cool is that technically we can find ways around this and continue to support the ecosystem by interacting with Rust and assembly script. And if that means nothing to you, it's just the smart contract language that the game is built on. So yes, all of this stuff is built on the Near blockchain, but there's actually a programming language that needs to be used to write the smart contracts. And with Near, generally, you can write smart contracts in 2 main languages, assembly script and Rust. And, you know what? Maybe I will buy a potion first, a strength potion, because what we're looking for is a plus 15% strength potion. We might not get one. We might not even need one. So yeah, we got a 7% strength potion. Terrible. But we might not even need a strength potion, because as you can see, we are the only team currently in this hard difficulty. And so we kind of have no opponents. Our chance of winning is very high. As you could see, the game breaks sometimes. I'm glad we can show this on camera. What time into the video are we? 14:08. So I can show this to the team. If I refresh the page, it will not work. Nothing will happen. Screen is completely dead. Okay. The only way to get it to work is just come here, hit close tab, and then I can just reopen. Where is it? Reopen, close tab. There you go. And then it'll open the exact same tab. It'll work just fine. It seems to happen when the tab's been open for a long time. And it only happens with crypto heroes, not with pixel pets. And so a bit weird, but it will load, it will come back, and it will actually work as I play the match. And you go to group raids, you'll see that you actually got the kill. It works just fine. The UI just needs to be refreshed. On the medium difficulty, we are currently in 5th under Chloe.near. We dropped Chloe.near to the medium difficulty to try and see if we could, you know, beef up that team and come, you know, we were coming like top 3 or 4, maybe top 5. And so we're trying to at least come 2nd now and see if we can kind of push it up to doing even better. To 1st, of course. And then for the easy team, I don't know if we'll be able to beat the 1st place team, but AO.near should be at least able to take 2nd or 3rd. And so that's kind of how things are looking on the Crypto Heroes front. And then with Ref, we can check out the standings here. So W near around $13, ETH around 2.8, Bitcoin 39, so a bit higher than last night. Last night it was like 2.8 and 38. Ref at around 3.1, a bit higher than yesterday. I think yesterday we were around about 8.2 at the low, but a couple days ago we were at 4.1. So obviously lots of volatility in the Ref token, which does help the marmaj token volume quite a bit. We have CUSD, Cello, Aurora, which start taking a little bit of a note at. Aurora around 8.2, doing all right in my opinion. Anywhere around $10 for Aurora seems great. Half a near per Aurora seems like kind of the low-ish tier, and then once Aurora gets on par with near, that seems a bit crazy. And it seems like it's maybe a bit too high, but that's kind of how I've been evaluating it so far. But I don't really trade Aurora, so it doesn't really matter too much. Sol, $100 is kind of my number, so below 100 seems like, okay, maybe it can go up a bit. Above 100, I'm like, like Solana, really, above 100? But I do think there's lots of room for it to come down with all the issues it's happening, all the migration to near. But I do also believe that like every blockchain will probably grow like 10x in market cap in the next year or so. So not really worried about that. Meta, doing well. We're probably adding Meta tokens to the marmaj farm moving forward soon. We have marmaj here, you know, around 261 TLV, $30,000 in volume, not bad. And just quickly, we will showcase the marmaj pairs. So we're kind of trying to get at least top 10 pairs above 10K liquidity would be how I'm looking at things right now to get us started. So we have 1 to ST near, W near, ETH, PXT, Ref, and XREF. All have above 10K liquidity as well as USN. So we have about 7 tokens with above 10K liquidity at the moment. We're looking to get to top 10. So if personally right now, looking at the next 10, we definitely want to get Meta to be around $10,000 liquidity. Has very good pool fees. The other one with great pool fees would be, yes, USDC. We will probably add some more USDC liquidity, USDT liquidity as well. And at the moment, that's about it. It would also be Aurora. So that the tokens, again, are going to be Aurora, getting to $10,000 of liquidity, Meta, and USDC. And that should kind of give us 10 tokens that are above 10K in liquidity for marmaj. Now, last little bit, we're going to claim the rewards from yesterday. With Ref being down a little bit, of course, our rewards are a bit lowered as well. Like the percents we're earning are similar, but the value of our liquidity has changed a little bit. And so I think previously it ended up being around like $400 a day at the max. When ETH is at like, almost 3,000 something and Bitcoin's at 40 something thousand. Yes, it does look more like 400 a day. And I like doing this on a daily basis. And we're going to do this every 24 hours. So right now it's $200. And then tomorrow morning we'll see what it looks like to do this about once every 24 hours. We'll take the Paras today. We'll take the Ref today, and we'll leave everything else. So we're only taking the Ref tokens out and the tokens that are above. You do have to connect manually every time now. So we are taking the Ref tokens out and any token above $2 US in value of liquidity. The reason for that is, so we have above $2 in Paras tokens. So what we're going to do is come here. We're going to stake those Paras tokens right now at 16. We're going to stake. Boom, we're going to get some rewards there. Awesome. So I got to connect again. Yes, thank you, Ledger, thank you, Wallet, for reminding me. And then the last little thing, for example, is we know we don't really have any of these tokens. We don't have to add any liquidity. So the last step here is just to come here, pick the Ref token, and then send all of the tokens to Chloe. Now, in the last few minutes of this video, I might go on to Chloe.near just so I can not do any DeFi stuff, but just so I can do my crypto hero stuff. So you can kind of see how we're doing in this raid, and I'll start with my mage, the weakest character. I'll go to my ranger second, my second strongest character, and then I'll end off with my knight, my strongest character, and support on that side. Oh, while we're doing that, because it actually was important, the idea was to, more importantly, come to store settings. And what we really need to do is go to Marma Galleries, and we need to add our splits. So on the split royalties, we are going to have a 0.819 split to many accounts. So the first 0.819 split is going to be to the actual DAO. Okay. Then we're going to have 0.819 to the store. Okay. Oops. Copy. Just to make sure the store, these are oops, marmaj.mint_base1.near. Okay. Woohoo. Sorry, this takes a while. Oops. Okay. I linked in something incorrectly for something, so I'll have to fix that. 1 second. Okay, the trick for this as well is that if it takes too long, because it does, like for right now, for example, you just click start, and then once it actually recognizes that you're doing a blockchain transaction, and the blockchain transaction has gone through, the fight's already done, so you can just refresh the page. We do this quite a bit in the beginning, especially if we know we're going to win. There's no point waiting, and I have like 1 minute before I have to end the stream. And so here we go, group raids, our kill went up to 116, I pick the hero, I hit start raid. And so all I'm going to do after this stream is set the mint base royalties, 0.819 for the DAO, 0.819 for the store, and then we're probably going to add in 0.819 for like 3XR or something else if we can find some fun addresses for something like that. And we might actually change the royalties, sorry. So I'm hoping to get it done during this call. Okay, so I actually lied. I decided to increase the royalties for the DAO. So 8.19 for, sorry, we can also change it any time, but I think that the DAO should be trying to at least earn something reasonable from this store. I don't want to have splits too high above, copy, oops. Copy. Yeah, I always try and copy and paste and not do things on my own. I think this actually might be okay for default royalties. And then the minter can get the entire split mint if they would like. The only thing I might add is like a charity account for the royalties or something else. When it comes to split revenue on the first sale, we might again add some more to the Sputnik DAO on the first sale, but I don't really have any plans of doing that right now. We're probably just going to keep this the way it is. And that's going to be the store. So I hope this was helpful for people to understand, what we go through. I barely drank my coffee, but I do have to go, and we'll do this again, God's willing, tomorrow morning at 7:30 a.m.